Hello, friends. I'm Maria, aka Sita from Sita's Budgeting Journey, and I'd like to welcome you. If you are new, thank you for stopping by. I hope you consider subscribing. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your support. I love and appreciate you all. Guys, in today's video, we are going to be tackling some goals, my why, and a few other important things. But first, let me ask you all, how was your Christmas? How was your holiday? I hope you guys got to spend time with your family and loved ones. I hope that everyone had a blessed day. Mine was good. It was okay. It was basically me and the kids, but we had a good time. We made the most of it, and that's all I'm going to say right now. But the kiddos were over the moon excited. They both said it was their best Christmas ever. So hey, we're good on that end. Now, before we get started with the really, really serious stuff, guys, here is my no eating out challenge. And as I told you guys, I did cook a little bit yesterday. So we did not go out to eat. Therefore, we did not spend the money. So we've got another green, and I'm excited that the month is almost over. So fingers crossed. This will be a actually, you know what? Let me stop. This has been a very successful month. I really would have spent so much money eating out and just eating out. We've got just one, and I'm proud of myself. So I'm not going to harp on the fact that, we've got one red. It's okay. Normally we would have had about 10 to 12 reds. So listen, I'm pleased with my progress and hope to do this again in the future. Alrighty, guys, let's get started with my budget by paycheck. As a matter of fact, let me grab this again so I can go step by step with you guys. Now, this is the first time that I have used the budget by paycheck from the Budget Mom, and I'm excited to do so. So I definitely want to be consistent, and I want to make sure that I know my why. A lot of times we do things because it's a trend, because someone is doing it, because other people have been doing it, and you just want to jump on the bandwagon. But no, we need to know why it is that we're doing what we're doing. And, when you put it on paper and you have a reason, it kind of makes more sense. You can backtrack, especially those days when you get discouraged. I get discouraged a lot, but I know my why, and that's why I push forward. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Now, this is the smaller version, which she came out with this year, and I absolutely love it. It's not super bulky, even though it's thick and has all the pages you need. It's just not super big. Look how cute it fits on my desk. All right, guys. So this book, I got to tear this off. I'll do it later. This book belongs to Maria, Sita's Budgeting Journey. If found, kindly contact, and that is my email address. Hopefully it will not be lost. All right. This here gives you some information, and you can actually click on this QR code to access information and instructions on how to work on your budget by paycheck workbook. Alrighty, so let's get started. Finding your why. It took me a day or two because I had to really think about it. Why are you doing this, Maria? Why is this so important to you? So here is my why, guys. I am on this financial journey because I want to achieve financial freedom. I want to get better with my money because at 55 years old, yes, guys, I'm 55. It's time that I start living a life without debt and have a savings. I put living without debt and a savings. I'll fix that later. But I want to have a savings. I want to have a cushion. It's okay that, yes, I have $1,000 as an emergency fund now, but I want that to grow. And at 55 years old, guys, I should have had an emergency fund. I was never prepared for emergencies. And that's why at one point in my life, I had 22 credit cards. I had $22,000 in debt. I had between 15 and 16 credit cards. Let me correct myself. Because I was just charging everything. Want to go out to eat? Come on, no problem. I've got some money on my card. You want that outfit? I got you. you're having a birthday, I'm not spending $50. I'm going to spend a lot more. For the kids, same thing. And I did that over and over and over again. Went to the mall. There was never a $100 trip to the mall. It was always $300, $400, $500 every time we went to the mall. And if we go to the mall every week, go figure. All of that was going on credit cards. Taking a vacation, no problem. We'll charge it. We'll pay it when we get back. And that has stopped. That is something that has completely stopped. I am saving for the things that I want, but I want to be more intentional and be more serious with my saving. I want to save more so that I'm able to take these vacations without a worry. I'm able to buy those special gifts without worrying and without using credit cards. I am happy to say, guys, that I am down to my last 2 credit cards, but we're going to discuss that in a little while. Next, continue to ask follow-up questions. Why is your answer what it is from the question above? So I went back, thought about my answer, and here's what I came up with, guys. I was never taught the importance of saving, nor was I given the tools I needed to save money. Guys, my parents never, ever said, okay, you have a job. You want to put 25% in the savings account. You want to save for this, save for that. You want to make sure that you never. You got paid. You bought what you needed. If you were still living at home, you made sure that you had your necessities. Now, that's one thing my parents never did. They never made me pay rent. But I moved out when I was 19. So I just started my full-time job when I was almost 18. So I was never taught the importance of saving, nor was I given the tools. At the age of 18, I got my very first credit card. And shortly after that, I had 10 maxed out cards. Guys, I was buying everything and anything. I had shoes, I had bags, I had clothes. I was just buying everything. It got so bad that my son, rest his little heart, when he was about 5, maybe 6, I used to pick him up. We used to catch a train home, and we would stop at it was called the Gallery. We would stop at the mall, and he would always want something. And it didn't matter where we were. He would always say, it's okay, you have a credit card. Because I would say, baby, I don't have any money. I don't get paid till Friday. It's okay, mommy, you have your credit card. And it was sad. It was sad. But you know what? Being a young single mother, I would give in. Because that was my baby. And if he wanted something, if I didn't have money, I had a credit card. He was right. So not to blame him, but that's how it starts. That's how it becomes an issue, and it becomes something that is out of control. Now, I don't want my grandkids to make the same mistakes, so I'm trying to lead by example. I want to teach them the importance of saving and budgeting. Yes, guys, I talk about my grandbabies all the time. I adore my grandchildren, and I want to help them be successful. And if it means, teaching them how to budget, you guys see Jaden, he loves to put money. He asks me, hey, Mom, can I save money? Can I do my binder today? He doesn't touch his money. Now, Aaliyah has a binder, but she takes money out. She puts money in, takes it out, puts money in, but again, she's learning. And eventually she's going to get the hang of it, and she's going to, see the importance of saving money and putting it away. And how is she going to see the importance? Because I'm here to teach her, guys. I feel that I need to teach them. And again, practice what you preach. How are you going to try and teach your children, the importance of saving, budgeting, when you're swiping a card every time you go out? Kids watch and kids learn from us. So that is very, very important for me. Now, does my why evoke emotion? It absolutely does. It makes me sad to think that my grandbabies would ever have to struggle in life. So, it upsets me. But it brings me pride. It makes me happy that I'm doing something about it now. Not when I die and they get, a couple of dollars for my insurance policy. I want to do something now. I want to teach them so that they can go on and teach their children. I'm getting ready to be a great grandmom. So hopefully what I teach Ayana now, she'll pass on to her baby girl. hopefully I'll be around long enough that I can help her. I can teach her to be, successful and to save and to budget. So again, guys, I don't want to keep saying my grandbaby, but that's what it's about. It's my grandchildren. They are my pride and joy. Many of you do not know. Jaden and Aaliyah, we are in the process, and here I go again. For those of you who are new, I always say we. It is I, me, myself, and I. But I am in the process of adopting the babies. What a blessing. So Aaliyah and Jaden will be here. They're not going anywhere. So I definitely need to work hard to make sure that they have everything they need and that they don't have to turn around in a few years and take care of my mom. So, life is hard. I want to make sure that I don't ever become a burden to my family. I want to have money to make memories with my family while I'm still alive. Again, I don't want them to enjoy the money when I'm gone. They get a check from the insurance company. No, I want to make memories now. So if I save money now, we can do vacations, we can do dinners, we can go to shopping. And that's what I want to do. That's important to me. I want to be able to help them when they need me. I want to make life easier for them because that's not something I had. When I was on my own at the age of 19, guys, I was on my own. I had to learn on my own, and I love my parents to death. My father is deceased. My mother is still with us. I appreciate the love they gave me. They made me who I am today. And sometimes we have to learn, okay? We have to learn from the lessons and the things that we encounter in life, and we make that decision whether we're going to change things or we're just going to continue to do the same exact thing over and over again. But if you continue to do the same exact thing over and over again, don't expect different results because it's not going to happen. So yes, I definitely am on my road towards financial freedom. I want to teach my babies to be successful. I want to be able to provide for them, okay? Because I don't want to be that grandmom that they have to take care of, I want to always be able to say, you know what, here you go. Let's go out to eat. It's on me. Even though I joke with the kids all the time, especially Aaliyah and Jaden, and I tell them all the time, I can't wait till y'all get older and start driving and y'all can call me up and be like, hey, let's go out to eat. Let's go, here, let's go to the movies, our treat. But they're like, call you. We gonna be living with you. We not going anywhere. So, looks like I'm gonna have them here for a while, and that's okay because it is a blessing. Moving right along to my financial plan. Guys, my short-term goal within this year, I want to pay off my remaining 2 credit cards. I've already shared that with you in a prior video. The estimated cost is about $1,100, $1,150. My goal is to have it paid off by the end of February. Now, I also want to save an additional $1,000 towards my emergency fund. So I should have $2,000 by the end of the year. This year, guys, I also want to complete my month ahead, which, as many of you know, I am almost completed with that. Let me fold this here. I want to have that completed by, I'm gonna push myself and say June of 2025. And this way I can get started on my second month ahead. I think the total is like 2,100. I believe I need about 800, 700, 800 to complete my first month ahead. And over to my medium term goals within 5 years, I really want to build a deck, but I don't want to finance it. I don't want to take out a loan. I want to save for it. And it's going to be roughly about $15,000. God knows by the time I have the money to do it, it might be a lot more than that because of the prices, and inflation, how expensive things are. But I'm guesstimating $15,000, or it's going to be one or the other. I want to remodel our basement. We have a bathroom down there. So I want to just redo the whole basement. That is probably going to be about $20,000. So again, it's going to be one or the other. God willing, I'm able to do both. Who knows? Another thing is I want to, within 5 years, I want to complete 3 to 4 month ahead. Okay. So I'm going to put roughly, as of right now, 3 months ahead would be about 63. I'm going to put roughly $8,000. And within 5 years, it's going to be 12. Wow, that sounds so far away. 2030. Woo. All right. And lastly, my long-term goals. This is within 10 to 15 years. I want to be completely paid off with my mortgage. Now, this went within 5 years, then this went within 10 or 15 years. There was no like in between, which I plan on paying off my mortgage. You know what? This should be 2031, not 2030. So I'll have to change that. I want to pay it off within about 6 years. And I'm hoping I can do that. It's $66,000. Once I'm done paying off my credit card debt, I know that I can make lots more payments on here. And my goal, once again, is to be paid off by December 2031. Maybe sooner. Maybe I should leave 2030 there to kind of give myself a push. So let's leave that there for now. And that's it, guys. Now, before we finish, let me just real quick, I want to go over my actual goals so you can kind of see how this, goes hand in hand with my financial plan. Now, I do want to, number one is to save an additional $1,000 towards my emergency fund. And how I plan on doing that is I want to do an auto transfer or have an automatic deduction of $100 monthly. That's going to give me roughly $1,200. So that's definitely going to have me just slightly over the goal. And it also gives me a little leeway in case I need a couple dollars. I can grab it from there and put it back if it's an emergency and I absolutely need it. I'm going to pay off my debt, which would be my Bank of America and my Apple credit card. I am doing a challenge in my book of savings, which is a challenge book that I purchased from Fiona and Frugality is Life. As I complete the challenges there, I will transfer the money so I can pay it all in full. Now, for the first quarter, that is important to me. As you can see, pay off my remaining 2 credit cards is the first thing I have written here because it is just that important. So the first 3 months, I'm kind of like dividing up the year into quarters as well. The first 3 months, it is important to me that gets done. My goal is February. Now, I want to complete my first month ahead and get started on my second month ahead. Guys, I am almost entirely completed. I am working on my mortgage. So I'm going to push myself to complete that within the second quarter. Once I'm completed that month ahead, I will be moving towards my second month ahead. And then once I complete that, we're going to continue. We're going to continue to save. Now, I want to prioritize self-care, guys. I've done better, but I just want to be a little more intentional with me time and just doing things for myself. And I need to schedule my massage. I have not done that yet, but I also just want to take time out for me. Even if it's recording my videos, this to me is fun. It's relaxing. So if I want to take time out to talk to you guys, maybe I'll start doing lives. I'm not sure about that yet, but I want to read books. I just want to take time out for me so that I'm not feeling overwhelmed, because if I make myself better, I will definitely be better for the kiddos. Now, I want to fully fund my $5 100 envelope challenge. So that is going to be kind of like a savings, an extra savings for the family that we can use. Let's say it's someone's birthday and I want to take, the kids to dinner, or we want to celebrate and do something special, and I don't have enough funds in my birthday sinking fund or in my savings for them, then I can go in there and grab the money. Or if the kids have a trip with the school, because even though they homeschool, they do have trips, and I don't have money in my school sinking funds, that $5 100 envelope challenge binder is for that. Is for those expenses that aren't necessarily a need. They could be wants, and we use it for that. It's kind of like fun money, but I want to fully fund it so that I have the money there when I need it, and that's going to be ongoing. So if I use money, then I just start funding it again. Scratch and save book to fund the sinking funds, guy. The last few months, I haven't been really focused on my sinking funds, but this year that's going to be a priority, and I'm going to do savings challenges that are going to help me fund my sinking funds. This year, I said I wanted to save another $1,500 for Christmas, but I don't know, guys. I might have to increase that because, we got little mamas coming and a baby and toys, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm shooting for $1,500 now. I might increase it a little bit. I want to complete another low spend. I want to say but no. I want to do 3. I want to do 1 low spend, 1 no spend, and I want to do a no eating out. So I have a goal to complete 3 of those throughout the year. I want to do some meal planning. Now, I'm not necessarily going to go back to listing my meals. I might, but I'm not sure. But what I want to do by my meal planning is not necessarily write down what I'm going to cook every day, but I want to go into my cabinets, my refrigerator, my deep freezer, check what I have before I go shopping. Because a lot of times right now, my deep freezer, thank you, Jesus, is full. My refrigerator, my cabinets, we are fully stocked. But I need to make sure that I use up a lot of that stuff before I go shopping again, because 2024, 23, 22, that's what I was doing. I was just shopping because I need this, so let me buy this, this, and this. And it's not necessary. So I want to start doing that. And I want to try and make meals with the food that's already here. And that will hopefully cut down on my food shopping bill. And lastly, guys, in your budgeting journey, you want to make sure that you remain consistent, but you also want to make sure that you're having fun doing it. Don't make it don't make it into a chore, because once we do that, the fun is gone. So you want to try and continue to have fun doing this. Make sure that this is something you enjoy. If you are getting burnt out, take a break. Take a break. And it might be not recording for a few days. And if you're not on YouTube, it might be that you don't stuff your envelopes for a week, or you take a break for, this pay period, I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to stuff my envelopes. I'm not going to do any savings challenges. I'm just going to take a break, because burnout is real. And, we want to be successful. So whatever you need to do, it is your journey, your rules. Do what you have to do so that you can be successful, so that you can meet your why. Now that we've written down the why, I can always go back and say, you know what, Maria, I know you're tired. I know you had a bad week, a bad month. I know you're depressed, you're having anxiety, you're scared, you're whatever. But this is your why. This is why you're doing this. Your babies aren't going nowhere. They need you, because right now you're their teacher. You're teaching them to be successful. You're teaching them to be able to live life without worrying about money. Okay. And I'm not saying I'm going to have millions of dollars for them. I'm just saying that I want them to have the necessary tools so that they learn early that if they want something, they should save for it. Don't swipe. Because I was the queen of swiping, guys. When I tell you, I was swiping. Every time I went, it didn't matter where. So again, focus on your why. Take a few minutes. It might take you a few days. It took me a couple of days to really figure it out. But I've always known that my number one priority has always been making sure that I can make life easier for my grandkids and my soon-to-be great-granddaughter. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. And if you did and you're not yet subscribed, please make sure you hit that button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any more uploads, and so that you can follow me on this journey, and so that we can celebrate together as I become debt free and have financial freedom. Let's learn from each other. If you guys have any comments, any suggestions, if you want to share your why, please leave them in the comments, because you'll already know I love to chat with you guys. Alrighty, everybody, take care. Have a blessed day, and we will be chatting soon.